Hey, what's up, everybody? I am back and I am live. I am Jay Hollingshed, your high performance mindset coach. And this is episode 111, 111 of 365. And this is my pillars, 7 pillars of mental performance series. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate that. This episode, along with all of my other episodes between 1 and 110, will be on are already backlogged on my YouTube channel. This episode will be backlogged on my YouTube channel as well. So feel free to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Make sure that someone else is blessed from the information that you get tonight. It started with my thank yous. My brother AJ, Arthur Hollingshed, newly created Noble from Moolah 54. What's up, brother? I appreciate you, man. Frank D. Robinson, 06. I appreciate you, bro. All right, now, those, if you are watching this on repeat, thank you. I appreciate you as well. And before I get started in this segment of the video, I want to go ahead and put this out there. If there's anything that you all want me to talk about during my 7 Pillars of Mental Performance series, by now you pretty much know my format, how I'm doing this. And if any one of my 7 subjects have a particular interest for you, feel free to type in the chat or inbox me something that you have on your mind, a concern that I can possibly research or give my expert advice on. I look forward to hearing from you on that and look forward to working with you and answering any questions you may have. So, back to our subject at hand. Today is Friday, day number 6. We discuss pillar number 6, which is managing stress. That is something that is near and dear to all of our hearts because a lot of us deal with it and don't know how to deal with it, but don't know how to properly deal with it. So when it comes to managing stress, one of the attributes of that is a big subject or a big part of my subject tonight. Before I get into that, I need to acknowledge my wife, Lisa Hollingshed. Hey, babe, I appreciate you for tuning in. Now, the subject that's a big part of managing stress is also near and dear to my heart and everybody else's heart, I'm sure, because if you can take this substance, bottle it up, or put it in a can and sell it, in my opinion, it would qualify to be a controlled substance. What I'm talking about is sleep. If you can bottle up sleep, sell it in cans, in packages, or whatever, if you can order it on Amazon and have it dropped off at your door, open it up and benefit from it, I promise you it will be a controlled substance. But I want to talk about how you can control this substance called sleep and allow that to benefit you in the aspect of stress reduction. Here we go. Now, most of this information I'm going to give you tonight comes from Medical News Today. Medicalnewstoday.com. That's where it's coming from today. Now, we're going to talk about stress and sleep. Now, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, 35.2% of adults in the United States are getting less than 7 hours of sleep. Less than 7 hours of sleep. That's each night. Now, this can lead to this sleep deficit can lead to results in lasting physical and mental health problems. Some of us have already witnessed this in other people, but as I go further along, I will give a better description of these problems that it can actually give. Now, research has shown that sleep facilitates a wide range of our bodily processes and physical changes, such as muscle repair. When we sleep, we give our bodies time to relax, and we give our cells time to regenerate. So if any muscles that are torn or anything like that, they regenerate when we sleep and get our rest. That's why doctors are always saying, in your recovery process or in your healing process, get your rest. You need to get your rest. So that's why sleep is so important when it comes to our recovery process. Now, a lack of sleep can have severe consequences for a lot of people, especially in their occupation. A lot of people who drive for a living, you do a lot of driving, or you operate heavy machinery. A lack of sleep can definitely impair your ability to be alert, your keen sense of alertness, your reaction time. All of that can be heavily damaged by a lack of sleep. Now, if a lack of sleep, one night or 2 nights of inconsistent sleep or a lack of proper rest isn't bad for you. It's not. But when it becomes a repetitive cycle and happens over and over and over again, we only have 7 days in a week. But if it starts to happen the majority of your week, every week, it's a problem. And that's when you get into the part of sleep deprivation, and then it's affecting what I just mentioned. If you're driving or operating heavy machinery or things like that, or you won't get the bodily benefits of the cellular repair or the mental and physical repair. Now, although, let me see, I'm almost skipping something. I am skipping something. According to the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, people who get less than 7 hours of sleep per night have an increased risk of the following: obesity, heart disease, diabetes, stroke, depression, arthritis, and kidney disease. Now, a lack of sleep is not the contributing factor to these particular diseases, but they do add to the risk. They increase the risk of getting them when your body is not able to recover as needed from proper sleep. Now, in humans, we have this thing called our fight or flight syndrome, and that's kicked in by our automatic nervous system, and it releases hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol. I've mentioned this before, and so this should sound familiar to you. I've mentioned this before because when the stress releases those, it puts us in a mode to act or react very quickly. And that's a good stressor because that's a defense mechanism that our body has. Stress is a good thing for us. It is a defense mechanism. However, too much stress can lead to, especially too much stress can come from a lack of sleep. Get your sleep. If you don't get your sleep, you become what I say we ultimately don't want. Here are the symptoms for that. You're grouchy, cranky, quick to snap on people. If you know somebody like this, go ahead, smile, type it in the chat. Or you don't have to type their name, just say, yes, I do, give it a thumbs up or whatever. If you know somebody that's always cranky, always grouchy, irritable, and they're just a problem to be around because of a lack of sleep. That's what we don't want. Now, if you're looking in the mirror and you know somebody like this, don't smile, go ahead and laugh. Get it out of your system, give you a thumbs up, and you know if that's you, you got something to think about. Now, what we ultimately want is a high performance mindset. And that high performance mindset comes from a portion of that, a contributing factor rather, is a good amount of rest, proper amount of sleep. And what that is, we want to be alert, aware, sharp-minded, confident, and likable. You got to be likable. We want to be in a peak state of mind or a flow state at all times whenever we are doing our thing, whatever our thing is. It could be driving, operating heavy machinery, things of that nature. And when we get our proper rest and proper sleep, we do reduce the risk of those diseases that I mentioned earlier, and they are obesity, heart disease, diabetes, stroke, depression, kidney disease. So I encourage you to try. I know it's hard. I'm going to throw this number out there and you're going to laugh, but we have to try as human beings to be at our peak game. Try to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Not 79, but 7 to 9 hours of sleep. What's up, AJ? I see you checking in, brother. 7 to 9 hours of sleep is what's required or suggested that we get every day in order for us to be in a peak state and at the top of our game. So you can have a regularly stress-free, high-performance mindset, just like I mentioned earlier. And if your business is suffering from a lack of sleep and you're developing a lot of stress from that, or if your business performance, your athletic performance, if that is suffering because you have a lack of sleep and that's keeping you awake at night, reach out to me at speaktojay.com, speaktojay.com, or jayhollingshede.com, jayhollingshede.com. And if that's too much for you, inbox me on this platform that you're watching right now. That's all that I have for today's episode of Managing Stress. This is episode 111 of 365, and this is my 7 Pillars of Mental Performance series. Thank you so much. Hey, Tyler Frank, was it Tyler Frank? I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Trichillo. You're watching. I appreciate you for checking in. I really do. I really do. You're catching the tail end, so I advise you to please watch this on repeat, like, and share as well. This is Jay Hollingshed, your high performance mindset coach, wishing everybody to be well, stay blessed, and through love, be a blessing. God bless.